Alright, hello YouTube. Today we're gonna do another tutorial basically on how to install VPN Server 2008. Okay, of course I create my notepad, guys, and of course, as you can see on my other video, that one of them actually sucked because it didn't actually work, and it took a lot of time to me to figure things out, especially with Server 2008. In 2003 you didn't have to do a lot of bull crap that you didn't have to do before, so to actually make it work. And now with Server 2008, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of bullcrap in order for it to work. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and read the guide. Of course, the VPN is used to connect to a virtual private network at your office or at your home. Alright, the things that you need to do before you get started, of course, you need a DNS account. Of course, it's free. You don't really actually need it, but it's actually a necessity in case you can't remember your public IP. So you might as well just end up creating a DNS account. And you can easily just, remember the name instead of your public IP. You also have to remember that your public IP also changes a lot. So it's going to be really hard to keep track of that. Of course, another thing is you need to enable and allow access to the user so you can log into the VPN. I will do that in a video so you don't have to worry about that. Also, you got to enable ports 1701, 1723, and 47. I'll put the info in the description below for those, to match the specific ports to those numbers. Also, I kind of actually made it work by putting the VPN server as a default DMZ server, so you gotta enable it on your router. Okay. Also, make sure that you allow the GRE, L2TP, and PPTP in the Windows firewall. And of course, the port numbers, those names right here that you actually see right there, that actually follows along with the port numbers. Alright, but again, I'll put it in the description so you can see it. I don't remember the names and the associated port numbers. Actually, I don't remember the port numbers, but whatever. Alright, then the second, the couple of things: enable the remote access in a network policy server. You also end up seeing that in the video. And also, you gotta have administrator rights to your server. Okay. Alright, now here's some suggestions in case the VPN doesn't work or you have the same issues that I had. Okay, error 800. This means that it can connect to the VPN, so you might need to check your firewall. Okay, if it still does not work, then there might be some problems with the server itself. So you might want to disable it and enable routing and remote access server. Okay, if that still doesn't work, then restart the server and restart your router at home. Again, double check your settings and make sure that you ping your server as well before you're trying to connect. And of course, in this video, I'm gonna end up only using one NIC card. In another video, I will actually end up setting up a DHCP and a VPN so they can work together, so that you can actually but you can actually use the internet through the VPN. Okay, but that's gonna be in another video. So let's get started. First things first, you need to do is you gotta open your server manager. Okay, as you can see, my server manager is already open. Okay, you go to the icon down here and you open server manager. You're gonna go ahead and click on roles, add roles, and then make sure that all you gotta do is check network policy access server. So once you make sure that you check that, just click next. Then you click next again. All you gotta do is make sure that you check the routing remote access service. Click next. Alright, and then all you gotta do is click install. Holy crap. Alright, so let's go ahead. As you can see, the server is actually installed, so let's just close that. Alright, now where we're gonna get started is, first things first, as you can see, you can actually manage everything from your server manager. You don't have to, if you want to, you can actually go to the MMC and create your snap-ins for your favorite whatever. And here you're on the server manager, you're fine. First things first, we gotta enable dial-in. Okay, so we're gonna go to the local users and groups. Of course, as you can see here, this is configuration. Make sure you expand it, and then make sure that you expand local users and groups. Make sure that you double click on users. You're gonna go ahead and right click on properties of the administrative account, or the account that you want to allow VPN access. You want to go to the dial-in tab and make sure as you can see here, it says network access permission. Make sure that you basically make sure that the option is checked is to allow access, and then just press OK. That's it. Go back to your roles, expand roles, and as you can see, you have your network policy and access services, so you want to expand that. Alright, as you can see, you have routing and remote access, but of course it's disabled, so you have to enable it. So we're going to go ahead and right click and configure the enable routing and remote access. Alright, as the wizard pops out, just click next. Alright, we're going to come here to custom configuration and click next. We're going to select the services, so we're going to have VPN access, click next, and the summary is done. So let's click finish. We're going to start the service. Just wait for it. Alrighty. So we're going to expand this to the routing remote access. So you can see the little green arrow that's pointing down. Alright, that's all you got to do. Okay. Now, once you see that, once you enable it, now we're going to go to the network policy server. Okay, in order for you to access the network policy server, I want you to go ahead and click on start and go to where it says network policy server. If you don't see it here, just go to administrative tools and you can see network policy here, server in there. So let's click on that. Okay, as soon as you see it, make sure that you go expand policies right here and just click on the network policies. Alright, by default, these two services are actually, well, these two policies are actually disabled. So what you have to do is enable it, okay, to grant access so that people can connect to it, because if not, then it's denied. So let's double click that. Okay, as you can see, by default, this is unspecified. So make sure that you go just remote access VPN dial-up and make sure that you grant access. So then you just press OK. And then go to the second one, which is connections to other access servers. You click on that, double click on that. You go to where it says type of network access server, remote access server, VPN, and you grant access and then press OK. Okay, now you should be good to go. Alright, okay. Anything else? Yep, that's it. That's it. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to connect locally. Actually, not locally. Well, let's try to test it out and see if we can connect to it locally, and then we're gonna try to test it out to see if we can use our DNS account. So I'm gonna go ahead, go here, go to the network properties really quick, connect to the network. Whoops, gonna set up a new connection to the workplace. Let's click next. Use my internet connection. Alright, so let's go. Type in my IP. If you have an automatic IP, just type in the automatic IP of the server. So let's click next. I'm gonna go ahead and use the default account. Okay, as you can see, since it's registering on the computer, it tells me that you're connected, but you're connected locally. Okay, so let's close this. Okay, let's go to the adapter settings. As you can see, whoops, as you can see here, the VPN connection is connected, but this is only locally. Okay, but whoops. So let me go ahead and delete that. Oops, let's go disconnect it. Alright, but now the whole point of VPN is for you to access it from the internet. Well, now we're gonna try to end up using connecting to the network using our DNS name. So we're gonna set up a connection network, and then we're gonna go to connect the workplace again. We're gonna do the same crap again, except this time you use your DNS account, not your account, but your host name. Okay, let's wait for it. Alrighty then, and that's it. There you go. And I'm actually connected. I actually ended up being connected, and that's it. And as you can see, let's go ahead and try to see the settings again. Okay, so let's go to properties, sharing. No, damn, can't see. Well, as you can see here, I actually used the actual host name to actually log into my VPN server at home. And of course you can do this at home, and it's really cool, it's really fun. You can also access your files from through your VPN, but again, I'll do that in another video using the DHCP server. Okay, whoops. Alright YouTube, that's it, and thank you for watching this quick and short tutorial on VPN connections. As you can see, it was really quick to do. It's not that hard. It takes a little bit of time, so just make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like or dislike the video. I know it's a little bit quick, but the other videos that I have, they take too long and I'm explaining too much, and some of it is good and some of it is bad, so it's like, you know, it's whatever. Just make sure that you goddamn freaking subscribe. Alright YouTube, thank you for watching. I'm out.